Hey everyone, and welcome to another video from Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle. My name is Ricky Hayes, and in this one I'm going into 3 reasons that I hate entrepreneurs, and I can't even be bothered doing the intro for this one because I'm in a bad mood. So the 3 points are, first one is being shallow. You know, like, I can understand that for a lot of high-end marketers and for their course, you know, and you know, I do a bit of it myself because that's what people want. But, you know, like, when you get to the point of people just full on just standing in and around their mansion without their t-shirt on, in and around their sports car, I don't know. It frustrates me. Look, good on them. They have earned the money. They have earned the money for that. Well, allegedly, whatever. I don't really care. But let's work on the pretext that they have. They've earned the money and they can do what they want. What my words mean nothing to them. But I can't help but a part of me feels that that's just so shallow. Okay, I live in a unit and you might think, oh, why don't you live in somewhere bigger? Well, I plan to, but right now I'm actually really happy where I am. Okay, I've been working on my backyard with my father. We've been doing more renovations and I really enjoy it. And you know what? This place is massive for the amount of space myself and my partner Kira require. You know, you don't need much. Well, that's my opinion anyway. Like, it just really gets to me under my skin at times when I see people, you know, with their mansion, with their car, and it's like, you know, I've even had people message me, it's like, show me your sports car. Well, let me fucking tell you something. I'm actually thinking of selling my car, alright? It's a Honda Civic, if that's what you're wondering what it is, like a hatchback thingy, you know, I think 2013 model, and it's great. You know why? I like it. It's a good car. It has all the amenities and that I need in it. It's really comfortable. And let's be honest, I barely leave my fucking house, right? It's like there's a chain in this house and it binds me. The only time that I leave is to go visit friends, go outside for a walk with my partner, with the dog, you know, various chores. I do get out, don't get me wrong. I might have pale skin, but I do go outside. Thank you. But that being said, you know, I've seriously contemplated selling my car, right? Why? It's an expense. It's like, I barely use it, right? I ride everywhere. So I ride twice a day into town and back. I go for walks. My car, I actually go through like $10 worth of fuel a month. Now, if you're from Australia and right at this time, fuel is $1.60 a litre, which is, mind you, for most people, and it is ridiculous. But anyway, you know, so like I ride, and I'm thinking about something like that, and you know, I see all these people with their Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and I watch Top Gear and Grand Tour. I like cars. I like them, but don't throw them in people's faces. Like, I don't know. I just really dislike the shallowness around the fact that there are so many people in this world that are starving. So many people are just literally happy to have a roof over their head. So many people are just happy to have a small portion of the food that we eat on a daily basis. Like, like I think every day, like this glass, you know, just of water, to have clean water delivered through my tap, right? Through my tap, shut up. That I go and, you know, just go to my tap, get some water. It's nice and cold. I got my air conditioning on. It's really hot weather. If you're from Australia or you're outside, this place is fucking hot. And it's the worst part with Australia. There's spiders everywhere. I hate spiders. I shit you not. 2 nights ago, there was a huntsman. If you don't know what a huntsman is, it's a spider like that big on my door. And it literally scared the hell out of me. I got a broom and I just whacked the crap out of it. Now, that is a form of torture. I torture it because I have soft carpet, but I hate spiders. So I'm sorry for anyone out there that I've offended with that, but I had to do that, and I know that they're harmless creatures, but I'm just a prick. But anyway, back to my point, you know, like, we have so much. Like, I have so much around me. I have so much. And frankly, I don't even use most of it. I'm on my computer, I'm learning. Frankly, I'm wasting time. Or, you know, like, I'm running my business or trying to find new ways to make money. This and that. And it's always more. And that is both in terms of actual physical items as well as financially. Now look, don't get me wrong, financially is important because the more you have, the less risk of having to go back to work. And I'm sure most of us, that's the goal, myself included. But, you know, like, some of my best friends, you know, they don't have the money I do. And I'm not saying that I have a lot of money, okay? Right, let's get that out there. But I have enough that I'm very comfortable. And they're happy. They're able to do what they want in their life and live it as they want. Okay, my mentor, my self-proclaimed mentor, Russell Brunson, I absolutely love the guy. He is the one that has allowed me to progress to this point of basically combating my fears. And that's why I'm doing my course, is because I want to do a live perfect webinar. If you're not sure what that is, just Google the perfect webinar. I have no affiliate link, that's why I said Google it. And I've got all these sheets of paper right here on how I'm going to be doing my course. And I've got my other book and that there. Now, I hate paper, but for some reason I only remember when I write stuff down. And but I don't know where I was going with that, so I'm going to move on to the next point. Arrogance. The second one is arrogance. My throat's getting parched, and before anyone says, what the hell is parched means, you know, sore. There's nothing wrong with using old school words. Like, what is it? Powder on the nose? Anyway, I'm mad. Second was about arrogance. And, you know, like, what I mean by that is the arrogance of some people that, and look, I do it too. And I'm not really that proud of it, but again, it seems to work. It seems that most people want that. People seem to not want the truth. Arrogance, ignorance, probably should have put ignorance in many regards. You know, like, it really does get to me, and it worries me that a lot of people go through life that are very arrogant, and with entrepreneurs especially, you know, the arrogance of, I've had literally people say that because I don't have a sports car, I'm not successful. Now, I'm just going to pause for 5 seconds. Right, did that sink in? Right, I hope it fucking did. Because that is so stupid. It is incomprehensible. Okay, I can afford one of these cars, but I don't want one. Right? I don't want one. I don't want a sports car. Why would I want a sports car when I barely drive, right? I like driving occasionally. If you're going to have a go at me about that, then there's something seriously wrong with you. And you know, this world has some serious problems. Like this obsession with a sports car defines who you are is beyond my comprehension. Like, quite literally beyond my comprehension. If you have the money, I can't stop you. Cool. Hate me. Kill me. Well, not kill me. That's a bad one. Hate me. Throw stones at me. Tomatoes. Probably not stones either. That hurt. And tomatoes sort of do too. Anyway, but you can see my point, and that sort of really annoys me. Like, again, I know a number of people that anyone watching this, as well as people in the group and that I can tell that most people just want to make enough just to spend with their kids, spend time at home, do a bit of traveling. That's it. Life doesn't need to be that complex, does it? It really doesn't. We make it complex. The desire for all these inanimate objects that really is not needed. You know, at the time of recording this, what's the guy's name? The Marvel guy passed away, 95 years old. 95 years old, billions of dollars. What's he remembered for? His money? Or is he remembered for what he did? Right? And that's more important, you know? Like, he spent his time how he wanted. And, you know, that's where I was going with the Russell Brunson thing, disposable income. Like, you know, your money comes and goes, right? But your time never does. And that's why, like, I don't care if I only make $300. Like, I don't have any debts. You know, if I only make $300 a week or something, right? That pays my expenses. I have a beautiful place that I'm so happy to call home. And I'm able to live my life freely. Like, you know, bit of backstory about me. I've only been doing this full time for about 4.5, 5 months, okay? And what I mean by full time is left my job, right? And I still find this very challenging, scary. And everyone that supports me, I greatly appreciate it. Everyone who doesn't, I love you too. Even more. Make sure to give me those thumbs down. Gives me more engagement. The third point is berating people. This is fucking stupid. And if you are one of these people, ironically, I'm sort of berating people, so thank you, Ricky. But you get my point. Berating or bullying people, I do not accept it, right? I do not accept it. I was bullied at school, and it's not fun. I'm sure many of us were bullied at school, and it doesn't just end at school either. Workplace, these subtle messages, you know, people aren't stupid to pick up on these subtle things, like the pressure in that and being bullied. It's not nice, and that's what I don't miss about the workplace. I love a lot of the people that I met, but the subtleties of that subtle bullying was just, no. And it's the same in the group. Like, I've banned a number of people in the group. I've had it on my personal Facebook page of someone going to the degree of posting on multiple of my posts saying that I'm shanking people. If you've seen that, then good on you. If you haven't, just go have a look at my Facebook profile. There's also a cheat sheet there. Give me your email. But anyway, anyway, with berating people and bullying people, I don't understand what it gets. Like, and that comes down to being shallow and arrogant as well. Like, you know, people putting me down for making a course. People putting me down for making gold class. People putting me down for my coaching. People putting me down for this. And I can't deny, you know, as strong as a front I put up, I'm a weak person. Physically as well, if that's what you're wondering. You know, I have a conscience too. I don't like pissing people off. The reality is, any leader, what you define as a leader, I define myself as a leader of a group. I can't please everyone. And you need to watch out for yourself first in your life. And that's the most important thing. And that's what I say, is that it's not about how much money we earn. Okay, I've been recently flashing my sales, and it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Who cares? What effect does it have on you? Nothing. It really, like, it shows that I have the skills, and that's what I'm trying to promote. But it doesn't in any regard mean any better than any of you. Because anyone can achieve this. Okay, it just takes a lot of work, and it is a pain. It really hits you. And, you know, like, the reason that I don't take bad feedback from the business as bad as I do from people is because I actually do care. You know, and I care about my customers, but it's very different to trying to help someone completely change their life. They're just someone trying to buy something. But these people are trying to change your life. And that's why it gets to me, is I do try, and I make mistakes. Anyone in a leadership role does make mistakes, and we got to acknowledge that. But what I don't like the most is when people are berating others. And I just see that, and it's just completely inappropriate. You know, I've been berated many times throughout my life. I've learned to get used to it, and that's just what happens. It happens every day. But why? Why is that with being shallow and arrogant and ignorant that we have to get into these arguments? I used to be a bit like that, but now I just let this stuff slide. I let people have a go. I just keep it professional because I'm going to piss people off, you know, and I don't understand what people get out of essentially putting down others, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's out of the workplace. You know, if you've watched my videos, you'll know that there was a case where, you know, I've been bullied by people in where I live, and I've been supported by most, and I hate that behavior, and I think that the world is such a beautiful place. You know, the world is a beautiful place, and the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, not a car, you know, not a mansion. You know, I genuinely love, like, where I live, not far down the road. There's a walking path along a creek, and it's beautiful. I live 5 minutes away, 10-minute walk from a lovely lake. You know, so it's a family location. And I walk around there twice a day, and I love it. You know, like, I don't know why I have an obsession with just walking very late at night when it's quiet, when the stars are out and there's trees and the wind, and just that serene feeling of peace and tranquility is what I love. And that's why I don't want much. You know, all I want is to make to enough to get by. And that's why I'm trying to, you know, combat my fears more. When I first started this, this is why I've gotten a bit shitty too, is yeah, I said I wouldn't make a course, I said a lot of these things, and I have turned on that. That's because I've been reading books, you know, like, you know, I've read this book a couple of times, and this is where I'm up to now, again, is .com Secrets, again by Russell Brunson. And, you know, like, this is the section on the perfect webinar. And, you know, there's the automated webinar, then there's the perfect webinar. And that's what I'm learning. And, you know, why do I want to do that, you ask? Well, because I have skills, okay? This is what I'm trying to promote to you all. Don't take shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts. I see so many people trying to take shortcuts and in terms of their learning. I've lost thousands. I can get the hesitation. We all don't like to lose money. That is perfectly natural. But these skills become skills that you can use. Like, and that's why, you know, I want to make a course, and I've made a course, and it's I honestly feel it's an amazing course, and I'm adding more to it every week and improving it. And I want to sell it to more people. I want to be known. And I'm sick and tired of giving value that most people don't seem to care about. And it's like, I genuinely try and give as much value, and I find, don't get me wrong, I know a number of you love it. But by far the posts that have gotten the most engagement is my sales. Sales. You know, and I've gotten berated from it as well, of course. But, you know, the only reason I do that is for marketing, is it works. If that's what people want, that's what you got to do, right? I've said many times that just follow what the market says. I personally don't 100% agree with it. But I agree with the marketing side of it. And that's why I'm trying to put aside my personal differences. And that's why I get annoyed when people are berating me over this, because this is not just a journey for me to make money and sustain myself long term, but this is a journey of my own personal development. You have no idea how much it actually scares me to do this perfect webinar. I was just speaking to my friend 15 minutes ago. Well, how long I've been running this, whatever the fuck. Anyway, and on this, you know, and I'm writing down all these ideas, you know, like you can see that, like just ideas. That's what I've been doing study on, just all this stuff. And that's from the perfect webinar, to try and put the pieces together. And I'm putting it together as we speak, and I'm hesitating. I'm making excuses. I don't know why. I do. I'm scared. And that's why it gets to me when I'm put down for this stuff. Oh, you sell course, you're just another fucking prick. You know, you're just trying to shank people. I haven't heard that one in a while, so like I found that pretty funny. You know, you're just trying to scam people. Now, I'm not scamming people. I have the skills. And that is what I'm trying to promote. Is that, you know, these skills that we earn, that we work tirelessly for, that I have spent thousands of hours... thousands of hours in the Facebook Ads Manager. Thousands. I have no idea. I wake up at 7 o'clock, I jump on the computer, and then I'm pretty much working in the Ads Manager, you know, doing ads, all of that, you know, product research. Thousands in Shopify and that. I know it off the top of my head. And I want the next challenge, and I'm scared. And it really gets to me when these assholes have a go at me. I let it wash off me, and I'm lucky that my partner and so many of you are all very supportive. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a dick thing to do. And it's like, you know, this is business. We are not just here, you know, we're here to make a lifestyle. And that's what I promote. That's why I come up with the word lifestyle. But, you know, it's business. Unfortunately, we have to separate ourselves from our personal to business. And that's why I can understand why people do the cars. But I can't. I actually, you know, if anyone's ever curious, I can send a picture of my car and you'll be like, oh my God, you got a crappy car. It's actually not a crappy car, it's a good modern car. But, you know, like, I'm really wanting to push myself. You know, I'm not sure if a number of you seen, I want to do the perfect webinar. I want to go to seminars. I want to help people coach. That's what I enjoy so profoundly. I don't even know how to describe it. I love it so much. And that's why it hurts me so much when I disappoint. And I have to, that's a personal problem of mine that I have to get over. But that's why I wanted to describe this. You know, like, I have feelings too, like anyone else. I'm not a perfect person. In fact, I'm far from it. I've got many, many flaws. I have anxiety. I have grey hairs, as you can sort of see. But I consider myself an honest person with integrity. And that's why I try and provide value. And that's why, you know, like, one of the reasons that I'm making the course too is when you read these books, you know, I'm waiting for some for Christmas, and I've got another one on the way. But when you read these books, it changes your mindset to not just, okay, we're all trying to make money, and that is number one rule, right? You know, you need to be able to have money to make money, and I get that, and 100%, and it's hard. But anyone that says it's easy, like, you know, it's this. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I've forgotten actually where I was going with this, so I'm going to put that down. I lose my train of thought because I've got other things to do. But look, I actually admittedly feel much better just recording this video. I kind of feel like a bit of a dick for having some go at people about it. But it's just, I wanted to do a video like this. I know this isn't relevant to learning, but this is me. This is who I am. If you don't like me, that's fine. You know, let's part ways. You know, let's not get shitty about it. If you have a different opinion, that's fine. Don't put people down about a different perspective. You know, like, my marketing strategy is different to other people's marketing strategy. Is it wrong? No. Is theirs wrong? No. Are both right? Yes. There's no right or wrong. And this is the reality. Like, you know, I don't like it when I give a strategy and it's in my course, and I don't care. I'm promoting my course right now. If you want to know my full strategy, that's when you get my damn course. I'm sick of providing all these videos with so much jam-packed information where people are not utilizing it anyway, and I want to make money from my knowledge. I feel that is worth it, and you know, if you can't afford the course, cool. That's what the YouTube's for anyway. You know, you're going to get plenty of info there. But if you want a structured thing, that's where you get the course, right? That's what the benefit is. It's a really heavily structured and advanced course that, you know, it has over, I think it's like 55 videos actually. But anyway, enough with that. So I feel much better. I appreciate you actually listening to this. I'm not going to be doing any editing of this because I just wanted to be absolutely 100% transparent. I want you to understand that regardless of where you are in your journey, that these are the feelings that are going to well up. These are the things that you're going to encounter. If you are never going to try and do what I'm going to do with coaching or trying to make a course and that, fine. You're probably never going to encounter that. You're going to encounter different issues. We have to get used to it. And that's why I wanted to make, you know, we have to let our feelings out. And the thing is that I don't have anyone else that does anything like this in my area. Only you people do. The people online. You know, you people are my friends. And you know, like, I want to, as friends are honest with one another, and that's important. And so if you are someone that doesn't like me and is going to berate me, I'm not your friend. Simple as that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.